nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, sound like nothing.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Griffin. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, Griffin steps away, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play action. It's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now Griffin on first down, escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. Out of the gun, Griffin rolling to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Number 4.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Andy Isabella, 52 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
And inches.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Number 4.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Griffin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and
Griffin
at the 31-yard line.
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.J. Logan there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 3rd down, Griffin dancing to his left. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
He's crashing. He's checking
On first down, Logan. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 16, Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. Hey, 88. Get that quarterback. Switch. Check 3.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he stopped immediately there.
TJ Logan.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twitch. My five.
They run with Logan. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. TJ Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 7.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on them. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Herman there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Griffin, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, 88, 58, it's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Grover Stewart coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Josh Jones in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 on the play.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up second.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Paris Campbell, 83 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Campbell making the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Operating from the gun. Griffin eluding the pressure right. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try again with Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the move to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. From the gun, Griffin buying time to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Off the play fake, here's Griffin rolling to his right. And this is complete. It's Allen. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Conversion.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
20. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Room here to run. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we